Hello, my name is Cecil Garcia, and I'll be presenting the history of the amendments 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, and 26 of the U.S. Constitution. The 16th Amendment. This amendment was used to collect taxes for the government constitutionally. The 16th Amendment was passed on July 2nd, 1909 to the Congress, but later on February 3rd, 1913, this amendment was ratified. The historical background of the 16th Amendment was that the Congress passed the Revenue Act in 1861, which was a tax that all people was constitutional because of the Civil War that happened. So later in the years, they ratified the 16th Amendment to tax every person in every state for money. The 17th Amendment. This amendment protected that the people that aren't in the state legislature have the right to vote for the senators they believe was right. The 17th Amendment. This amendment was passed on May 13, 1912, and then it was ratified in April 8, 1913. The history of the 17th Amendment was that the senators were elected by the state legislature, but in the 19th century, the states were not electing for the senators, so that the Congress saw that the senators were not just the people that didn't do anything, just what they were told. This resulted in a group of people called the Popular Party, also known as the Populist Party, motivated to make the people vote for the senators. The People's Party is a group of people that were younger than the Democrat and the Radical Republican. The 18th Amendment. This amendment illegalized the product of alcohol in the United States by importing and exporting. The 18th Amendment. This amendment was ratified in 1920. The group of people that wanted this amendment ratified was a religious group that said that alcohol was threatening the whole nation. This religious group was created by women and was organized in December 23, 1873. With this cause, the effect was that then the mafia was selling illegal alcohol in the U.S., which made the government to ratify the 21st Amendment to make alcohol illegal. The 19th Amendment. This amendment protected the rights of the women's votes and that the women would be equal, the same as men. The 19th Amendment. The group of people who were fighting for this amendment was the women that came together to fight versus their rights and created the National Women's Suffrage Association. The women that were fighting for their rights were since the 13th Amendment, which was abolishing slavery. With this effect that the government had was that they were in World War I and the government needed help from the women, but they didn't accept their jobs until they were equal as men, so they began to conquer states' votes, and with this the amendment was ratified in August 26. The 22nd Amendment. This amendment stated in the Constitution that the President could only have 2 terms. The 22nd Amendment. This amendment was passed on March 21st, 1947, then later was ratified on February 27, 1951. The Congress was the people that wanted to ratify this amendment because the presidents before Franklin Delano Roosevelt only had 2 terms, rather than him that he wanted to win 3 terms and stay there to defeat the 3rd term that George Washington did not accomplish to do. The 26th Amendment. This amendment stated in the Constitution allowed young people, the 18-year-olds, to vote in the United States. The 26th Amendment. This amendment was ratified in March 1971, but it was known as that they wanted the act since the Vietnam War. The group of people who wanted this amendment was the young soldiers that wanted to vote because of their fighting for their war. They faced a court case and decided that if the 18-year-olds could vote, but then the case was later won by the young people, so they accepted the 18-year-olds to vote at that age as an adult.